All right, welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today, because we're going to do something, well, something incredibly fun, but also deeply analytical. We're looking at a universe that, at first glance, just seems like pure, chaotic, action-packed entertainment for kids. Yeah, we're deconstructing the animated world of Baby Bus. But instead of just, seeing flying cars and talking animals, we're going to look through a really structured lens. We want to see how this source material actually delivers a meticulously crafted curriculum of personal safety and civic duty. You're going to be amazed at the methodology hidden right beneath the surface here.
Okay, let's do a quick run-through of our outline. We're going to break this down into 4 main thematic pillars today. First, the hazards of baby bus. Second, personal health and hygiene. Third, surviving natural disasters. And finally, specialized rescue teams.
So, kicking things off with Section 1, the hazards of baby bus, which really sets up a world of constant peril.
Make no mistake, the universe we're looking at here is it's absolutely fraught with unexpected dangers. From micro-emergencies right up to massive macro disasters, the characters in this world are constantly being tested by their environment. And what's fascinating is how the cartoon establishes these varying levels of conflict, brilliantly scaling the threats. For example, look at the big scary shark scenario. It's a primal, totally nameless threat. The characters literally just say, "A big scary shark is chasing me, swim away." It's a very simple chase scenario based entirely on instinct. But then, contrast that with later on, when a parcel falls into the sea and we meet Pirate Shark. Now, this isn't just a mindless predator. This is a motivated antagonist with a highly distinct identity who actively steals treasure from the monster cars, literally taunting them. So the show is actually teaching its audience that hazards come in completely different forms. Some are just environmental hazards you need to avoid, while others are active, complex conflicts that require specialized intervention to resolve.
So the really crucial point here is how the characters actually process these escalating threats. Whenever a hazard strikes, whether it's that big scary shark or just a broken down bus, we hear this exact recurring phrase. What do we do? What do we do? It's repeated constantly throughout the source material. And this isn't just filler dialogue. It's actually a brilliant transition mechanism. It hits the pause button on the panic and prompts the viewer, signaling a deliberate shift from facing a sudden hazard to actively deploying a solution.
Moving right along to Section 2, Personal Health and Hygiene, specifically looking at micro-emergencies and mnemonic devices.
We're shifting gears from external environmental threats to internal, personal responsibility. In our source material, this is perfectly illustrated by a candy-induced dental crisis. The characters eat way too much candy, it gets stuck, and suddenly, boom, they need the little dentist. But listen to the language used during this totally mundane trip to the dentist chair. Make them clean. Lower teeth, upper teeth, make them clean. Healthy teeth, let's smile. Our analytical lens reveals something incredibly smart happening here. The source material heavily relies on this catchy, rhythmic repetition as a mnemonic device. It's not just a cute song, it's a carefully designed memory retention tool for young viewers. It basically turns the micro-emergency of dirty teeth into a super easily repeatable hygiene protocol.
Okay, on to Section 3, Surviving Natural Disasters. This is where we get into macro emergencies and direct application.
But, the show doesn't just hang out in the dentist chair forever. The narrative rapidly escalates from getting candy stuck in your teeth to sudden, literally life-threatening macro emergencies. When an intense earthquake strikes, a character known as Firefighter Elephant has to step in to guide the community. Pay close attention to the dialogue here. Shaking, big earthquake, dangerous, stay calm, please. Much like the dentist scene, there is this really intense, rhythmic language being used. But instead of teaching hygiene, these repetitive, staccato beats are designed to instantly grab the viewer's attention and basically cut right through the panic, setting the stage to deliver literal, real-world survival instructions.
And this is where we see the absolute direct application of this material. When the earthquake happens, the cartoon literally just stops. It stops the action to deliver a highly specific 5-step safety protocol. Just look at these steps. Hide and crouch, hold on tight, avoid windows, do not use the elevator, and wait for help. It completely strips away all the fantasy elements for a moment to empower the viewer with a perfectly structured, totally actionable survival plan. Honestly, it's pretty remarkable how efficiently it shifts from pure entertainment to basically an emergency broadcast.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, Specialized Rescue Teams, the ultimate community response. So if the world is literally this dangerous, we're talking filled with sharks, mudslides, and earthquakes, What's the ultimate solution? Well, the source text overwhelmingly argues that the answer is hyper-specialized cooperative teamwork. Just take a look at the sheer variety of niche responders available in this universe. You've got the medical rescue team for injuries, the super rescue team featuring all these different utility buses, the monster car rescue team for the really heavy-duty problems, and yes, even a steam train rescue team. This entire roster visually drives home a major theme. No single hero can fix everything. Every exact scenario requires a specifically tailored civic response.
To put that into perspective, let's see how this actually plays out in action. When a wounded whale washes ashore, the super rescue team is called in. But they don't just use cartoon magic to fix it, they use complex task delegation. 3 different buses coordinate highly specific physical tasks based purely on their design. The rescue bus pours water to keep the whale hydrated. The work bus literally pushes the massive animal, and the marine bus pulls the whale back into the sea. It's this intricate mechanical ballet that brilliantly teaches the core mechanics of teamwork.
And man, the dialogue just brings this incredible, energetic flavor to the rescues. "There is nothing I can't do because I'm a brave monster police car," proclaims one of the characters when fighting off that pirate shark to get the stolen parcel back. This establishes a really profound character ethos across the entire fleet. There is this supreme self-assurance, but it's mixed heavily with an absolutely unshakable sense of civic duty. They take immense pride in doing their specific, niche job for the broader community.
But what happens when that first line of defense just doesn't cut it? The source material creates this really beautiful, logical escalation. In one scenario, a character named Kiki gets stuck in deep mud with a hurt leg. First, they realize standard ambulances just aren't going to make it that deep into the forest. So, the monster car rescue team is dispatched. But wait, even they face limitations. When one specialized team is stymied, they don't just throw their hands up and give up. They collaborate and they call in an even more niche department.
Enter the train rescue team, because of course there's a railroad nearby. You get this entirely new roster where each member, from the steam train with its big stack, to the high-speed train, to the incredibly powerful electric train, loudly proclaims their specialized utility to solve the crisis. "I run faster than any other. I fear nothing. I'm high-speed train, watch me." They arrive, they load the injured character up, and they speed off to the hospital. It completely proves that the entire infrastructure of this society is built around mutual aid.
So this all leaves us with a pretty provocative final thought. Are these simply action-packed rescue stories, or are we actually looking at a literal masterclass in structuring a child's understanding of a cooperative, highly specialized society? Because honestly, beneath the chaotic surface of flying cars, pirate sharks, and eating way too much candy lies the methodical, totally brilliant framework for understanding personal safety, disaster preparedness, and above all, civic responsibility. It's an ecosystem where absolutely everyone has a part to play in keeping each other safe. I really hope this explainer completely changed how you view this seemingly simple world. Thanks so much for diving into this analysis with me. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and I'll definitely catch you next time.